Title of the story: The Performer's Tale. Chapter 1. The Enchanted Beginnings. In a quaint Scottish town by the sea, there lived a content couple, H. and Katrina, in a charming white cottage. H., a skilled fisherman, spent his days at sea, bringing home a bountiful catch. Katrina, his wife, would then sell the fish at the bustling fish market. Their blissful life took an unexpected turn one late afternoon. As H. pulled his heavy net from the sea, he discovered a mysterious wooden box. To his astonishment, a baby boy lay inside. Overjoyed, H. exclaimed, "Oh, a baby boy! This is wonderful news. Katrina will be thrilled." The couple named the child Callum, and their small family lived harmoniously. Chapter 2. A Fateful Encounter. Callum, growing into a kind and friendly young boy, embraced the love of his parents. H., a skilled fisherman, taught him the ways of the sea. They spent idyllic days together on the boat, except on Sundays when H. tended to the garden and Callum observed the majestic sailing ships at the port. On Callum's 17th birthday, a magnificent sailing ship arrived in the port. A charismatic juggler, with dark hair, dark eyes, and a captivating black suit, mesmerized the town with his skillful juggling act. Intrigued, Callum approached the juggler. Do you like juggling?" the juggler asked, surprising Callum with knowledge of his name. Enthusiastically, Callum expressed his desire to become a juggler. Chapter 3. The Juggler's Proposition. Callum introduced the juggler to H. and Katrina, who welcomed him warmly. The juggler, sensing a magical connection, proposed an extraordinary opportunity. Intrigued by the idea of his son becoming a skilled juggler, H. and Katrina hesitated but ultimately agreed to the juggler's proposal. The juggler revealed himself as a clever wizard. "Give me your son for a year and a day," he proposed. "I will teach him the art of juggling, and upon his return, he shall be a great juggler, bringing fortune to your family." Faced with uncertainty, H. and Katrina looked at each other, torn between the love for their son and the potential for a prosperous future. Chapter 4. A Journey of Sorcery and Skill. With a heavy heart, Callum bid farewell to his parents and set sail with the juggler on the magnificent ship. As they ventured into the unknown, Callum immersed himself in the world of juggling. Guided by the wizard's expertise, the ship sailed to distant lands, unveiling new and captivating experiences for Callum. He learned not only the intricacies of juggling but also the magic woven into the art. The wizard shared stories of enchanted realms, sparking Callum's curiosity about the mystical side of his newfound skill. Chapter 5. The Return and the Vanishing Act. A year and a day passed swiftly, and Callum returned to his hometown, now a masterful juggler. His skills were unparalleled, juggling 7 spiked balls with finesse. H. and Katrina, grateful for the wizard's teachings, thanked him for transforming their son. However, as Callum prepared to embark on his journey back home for another year and a day, the juggler vanished mysteriously. H. and Katrina, concerned for their son's safety, watched the ship set sail without a trace of the enigmatic wizard. Chapter 6. The Quest for the Missing Juggler. Distraught by the sudden disappearance of the juggler, H. and Katrina embarked on a quest to find their son. Their search led them through forests, across mountains, and over rivers, desperate for any clue that could lead them to Callum. One night, weary and hungry, they stumbled upon a small house in the forest. An old, kind wizard resided within, offering them warmth and sustenance. As they shared their tale, the wizard revealed that Callum was in the clutches of the evil king of the wizards. Chapter 7. the Dark Castle and the Pigeon Challenge. The old wizard guided H.H. to the Dark Castle on the high hill, where the king of the wizards resided. Determined to rescue Callum, H.H. faced the ominous castle, ringing a bell that echoed through its eerie halls. The juggler, now revealed as the evil king, appeared, recognizing H.H. with disdain. A tense negotiation ensued, but H.H. remained resolute. The king agreed to a challenge, to identify Callum among 14 pigeons in the castle's tower. Chapter 8, Reunion and Triumph. With a mixture of anticipation and fear, H.H. scrutinized each pigeon in the tower. Finally, he identified Callum, whose magical transformation back to human form marked a triumphant reunion. Defying the king's malevolent laughter, H.H. and Callum escaped the Dark Castle and returned home. Chapter 9, The Legacy of Magic. Back in their seaside town, Callum became the town's beloved juggler and magician. His performances drew crowds from near and far, enchanting audiences with his skill and the tales of his magical journey. The once simple fisherman's family now thrived, not just from the sea but also from the wonder of Callum's performances. The beautiful sailing ship with white sails and golden masts never returned, but the tales of the juggler's magical legacy lived on, passed down from generation to generation, and so, the town by the sea became a beacon of enchantment, forever remembering the juggler who brought magic to their shores. Chapter 10. Callum's Second Departure. After a year and a day of honing his juggling skills with the juggler, Callum returned to his home in Scotland. Now a masterful juggler, he could effortlessly juggle 7 spiked balls without a hint of harm to his hands. H.H. and Katrina welcomed him warmly, grateful for the juggler's teachings. However, the juggler had more plans for Callum. The journey isn't over, the juggler declared. Another year and a day, and your son will become the greatest juggler in the world. Excitement filled H.H. and Katrina as they agreed to let Callum embark on another round of training with the mysterious juggler. Chapter 11. An Anxious Wait. As the second year drew to a close, H.H. and Katrina eagerly awaited Callum's return. However, as the days passed, anxiety crept in. The beautiful sailing ship failed to appear in the port, and inquiries yielded no information about Callum or the juggler. Katrina expressed her concern, urging H.H. to embark on a quest to find their son. With a heavy heart, H.H. set out, traversing forests, scaling hills, and crossing rivers in a desperate search for Callum. Chapter 12. The Kind Wizard's Revelation. Exhausted and hungry, H.H. stumbled upon a small old house in the forest. A friendly, aged wizard with bright blue eyes welcomed him. H.H. shared his tale of searching for Callum, and the wise wizard listened attentively. The wizard, sensing the ominous presence of the evil king of the wizards, offered his help. Rest tonight, and tomorrow, you must go to the Dark Castle on the high hill where the king resides. Chapter 13. The Ominous Castle. Following the wizard's advice, H.H. approached the Dark Castle atop the high hill. Towers loomed ominously, and the sky darkened as he reached the imposing black wooden door. Ringing the bell, he waited anxiously, and to his dismay, the juggler in the black suit appeared. Chapter 14. The King's Challenge. The juggler, now revealed as the evil king, confronted H.H. with disdain. A tense negotiation ensued, with the king proposing a challenge. H.H. was to identify Callum among 14 pigeons in the tower. Determined, H.H. accepted the challenge, guided by the advice of the kind wizard. Chapter 15. A Father's Triumph. With careful scrutiny, H observed each pigeon. Finally, he spotted Callum with a tiny black feather on his head. The triumphant recognition marked a joyous reunion, defying the king's malevolent laughter. Chapter 16. Return home. Escaping the dark castle, H and Callum returned to their seaside town, leaving the malevolent king behind. The townsfolk, thrilled with Callum's return, celebrated the triumph over dark magic. Chapter 17. The Kind Wizard's Legacy. Back in their home, H and Callum reflected on their journey. The Kind Wizard's guidance played a crucial role in reuniting the family. The tales of their adventures, the evil king, and the triumph of a father's love became a cherished legacy in the town. Chapter 18. The Final Act. Callum, now renowned as the world's greatest juggler, performed in his hometown. The once simple fisherman's family thrived not only from the sea but also from the wonder of Callum's enchanting performances. The beautiful sailing ship never returned, but the town remained forever enchanted by the tale of a father's unwavering love and a juggler's mysterious curse. Epilogue. The legacy lives on. As the story of H, Callum, and the Kind Wizard spread, generations passed down the legacy. The town by the sea became a beacon of hope, a testament to the enduring power of love and magic. And so, the tale of the juggler's curse continued to captivate hearts and minds, forever etched into the history of a small Scottish town. Chapter 19. The Ominous Tower. In the towering structure atop the hill, H faced the malevolent king of wizards, who recognized him immediately. The king's wrath surfaced, demanding to know H's purpose. Unfazed, H pleaded for the return of his son, Callum, reminding the king of their agreement after a year and a day of juggling training. The king, in his deceitful charm, attempted to bribe H with riches, beautiful clothes, a fast horse, a new fishing boat, a big house, and a jewel for his wife. Undeterred, H insisted on the return of his son. Rejecting the allure of material wealth. Chapter 20. The Foolish Request. Infuriated by H's refusal, the wizard scoffed at his perceived foolishness. The king believed that a new boat or a fast horse could replace the bond with Callum. But H, fueled by the love for his son, remained resolute, dismissing the wizard's tempting offers. In a fit of arrogance, the wizard mocked H, labeling him foolish for prioritizing family over material gain. Chapter 21. The Laughing Wizard. H, undeterred by the wizard's laughter, demanded the immediate return of Callum. The wizard, with his cold, evil eyes, continued to mock H. In an unsettling turn of events, the wizard invited H to the tower, where 14 pigeons awaited, one of which was his son transformed by dark magic. Chapter 22. The Fateful Choice. Ascending the dark tower, H faced a crucial decision. The wizard, confident in his cunning, believed that H, a mere fisherman, could never identify his son among the pigeons. However, as H carefully observed each bird, he spotted one with a tiny black feather on its head. Choosing with conviction, H exclaimed, "I'll choose this pigeon with a tiny black feather on its head." Suddenly, Callum stood before him, breaking free from the wizard's curse. Chapter 23. The Wizard's Wrath. Enraged by his defeat, the wizard ordered H and Callum to leave immediately, threatening a return in the future. Unfazed, the reunited father and son fled the dark castle, descending the hill and seeking refuge at the old man's house in the forest. Chapter 24. Return to happiness. Expressing gratitude to the kind wizard who aided them in their darkest hour, H and Callum journeyed home. Katrina's disbelief turned into overwhelming joy as she welcomed her husband and son. Callum, determined to stay, declared his desire to contribute to the town as the best juggler and magician. Chapter 25. Callum's Triumph. Becoming the town's celebrated entertainer. Callum dazzled audiences with his magical performances. His hands, honed through the wizard's teachings, moved with unparalleled skill. The once simple fisherman's family found newfound prosperity through Callum's talents. Chapter 26. Lingering Mysteries. The beautiful sailing ship with white sails and golden masts never returned to the port. Yet, stormy nights became a backdrop for eerie tales about the king of the wizards, residing in the dark castle on the hill. Epilogue. A father's love, the legacy of H's unwavering love and Callum's triumph over dark magic endured, passed down through generations. The town thrived, and the story of the juggler's redemption became a cherished tale, symbolizing the strength of familial bonds and the triumph of love over the darkest of enchantments. If you enjoyed this story, make sure you hit the like button and smash the subscribe button now, to enjoy more English stories. Also comment your opinion and don't forget to share this video.